that baby go. Bust, 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 bust. Still on some podcast vibes before we get to the real deal, because I know what's trending right now. So I'm gonna ease into it. We're gonna talk about my boy King Kapok. We're gonna talk about Blackie. So another one of his interviews is that my boy did a run there in the States, eh? You gotta respect it. My boy did a run while he was, I don't know if he's still there or he's back in the South, but he really did a fucking media PR run while he was there in the US. Like I think he really grabbed that opportunity, and like he did so much, because like this is like the 5th interview, of his that's come out from, channels and platforms in the US. So it's interesting. So this one here is Black Truck Convos. So they chopping it up in a I think it's a Suburban. Is it Suburban? Pull up in Suburban, pay that bitch like Sunday service, type vibes. And yeah, it's very interesting, very dope. And it's hosted by, I think it's Mia Asia or something like that. Mia Asia Simone. Yeah, she's dope. And yeah, they ask him all the typical questions we've already established, how he got his name, South Africa's flavor, his come up, blah, 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 all of that. We've already established all of that in the other videos I've done and the other interviews I've covered. So go and watch that. But interestingly, she asked him about the Usimamane beef, which I think not a lot of platforms asked, because not a lot of platforms really knew about it. So she's really tapped in. She went in and she asked him about the Usimamane beef. And it's interesting because we all thought the shit was done. We thought that shit was squashed. We saw Blackie was yeah to check. He was dancing it up. They were chopping it up. We thought that shit was done. Now we find out the nigga teamed up with Lucas to deliver that diss track, which we're gonna still get to. Don't worry, we're gonna get to it. Relax. So it's interesting, but his response is interesting because he also says bro, that shit was done, sealed. We left it. It wasn't that deep. So it's interesting, but let's get it.
Like I want to say a few months ago. And I didn't know what was going on. I was so confused. It just helped me understand just for the Atlanta culture. So it was some type of beef going on with you and another artist over a screenshot and something else. So what in the world? Because this was around the same time that the Drake and Kendrick beef was going on too.
Yeah, it was a weird time, bro. I feel like
what happened?
It was a weird time. So just for context, just to take you guys back, they were beefing because Usimamane had posted something on his WhatsApp saying that I'm paraphrasing. He was saying he's better than Nessie, he's better than Blackie, he's surpassed all of the what. So, and I think Usimamane had admitted that that's what he did post. And then somehow that post on his status got to Blackie somehow. And then Blackie saw it, Blackie felt some type of way, rightfully so. You're a new cat in the game. How you out here trying to come for the big dogs already? You know what I mean? Type vibes. So yeah, and then I think he then threw shots at him, subliminals on GMG Freestyle, but then went back to say that, nah, I wasn't dissing him on GMG Freestyle. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. And then this is where we are now.
Okay, I feel like the main beef, the Drake and Kendrick one, sort of sparked a whole
everybody wanted
in the hip hop community. Everyone was just mad at everyone or whatever. So yeah, that thing is with the guy from from Durban too.
Okay.
And I think
same hometown.
Same hometown. Yeah, same city. And he, I guess our fans sort of made something happen that wasn't supposed to happen.
You know what they always say, the fans start to beat.
But then at the same time, I saw things and he saw things. So it was it was a weird thing, but it wasn't in the music. We weren't dissing each other in songs or whatever.
Okay. That's
I think he thought I did, but then it wasn't even like that.
And then the fans, the fans will listen to one part of a song and be like, oh, that was for you
see, that's the thing. I made a song and I made a video for the song, and people thought that was for him. And I was I wouldn't. If I was doing that, I wouldn't have made a video for it. I don't think I regard anyone as that important. What I'm saying, in my life, for me to make up.
Yeah.
But then so just for him to think that it was weird for me, so then I had to clear the air. And then me clearing the air was oh, so you actually care about it? I was
oh,
then after that, we're not gonna speak
damn if you do, damn if you don't. It's kind of either way, you're speaking on it or not speaking on it. It was just going to be some controversy because, not your fans, but people just like to stir stuff up.
For sure. So, but I had to just do that just to make sure that it doesn't continue further. It did for a bit, but I think now it's kind of
died down. Yeah. And you see the Drake and Kendrick beef. So you really look up to Kendrick, but you met Drake. What was that like?
You see,
I know that.
He said it died down. The show was over. They stopped with it. So it's interesting now that the bro decided to, because definitely the Usimamane Blackie thing, that shit was died down. Blackie thought it was over. We're not going to talk about that shit anymore. If there's enough space for everybody. The Blackie and the Lucas shit, that definitely was still going on. That definitely still had motion. Niggas were still at each other. They were still on each other's neck. That's how he did the Footek freestyle. Lucas felt some type of way about it. Said he had a red button, said he was going to push his red button, he was going to come with something. And now he's come with something. So I feel like there's two ways to look at this, because Usimamane now teams up with Lucas to release this diss track, right? And it's like the whole thing with Usimamane and Blackie, that thing was squashed. It was done. So why is the dude feeling like he needs to now insert himself again and ignite the thing again? We understand Lucas coming at Black. We understand it completely. That's rightfully so. He's supposed to. The nigga came for him, so he's supposed to come back. Pause. But Usimamane is like, also the dude is so new in the game. The cat is so new in the game. It's like he's been here less than 2 years. And he's already like, obviously we know this is a strategy. Whoever is signed to, we don't know who he's signed to, but it's a strategy for when you're a new artist. It's a strategy to come for the big cats. We saw it with Nasty C coming for Aries. We saw it with Blackie coming for Lucas. We've seen it, It's a strategy with the new upcoming artists. You gotta come for the new cats. That way you ride off their emotion and you ride off their wave. So yeah, I don't know, man. I don't think it was the best decision for Usimamane to do this, But yeah, we're still gonna cover it. Don't worry. This is a different video. It's a different video. We just wanted to cover that interview real quick. But yeah. Should we listen more? Let's listen a bit more and then we'll stop.
So I don't know. Maybe
there's a couple of your songs where I'm like, he's not African. He's not.
That was the first viral one. Lucas was called Big Time Slapper. Like all the reactions that were from here were saying like, yo, this guy's
even talking about the bro. He said your name with Lucas. He didn't say with some guy. He didn't say with some nigga. He said with Lucas, bro. He's putting, this is his time to shine, his platform, but he's still talking about other people and he's still, mentioning other people, giving other people credit, So come on.
Like he's, until I said something or whatever. Yeah.
That's what I love about you being able to adapt, and that's going to make you global. If you're not already global, that's going to make you take you to the next level because, just that versatility and being that overall superstar. I think you have what it takes.
For sure. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I didn't mean.
For sure, King Kapuka. All right, cool. Let's leave it there, and yeah, let's move on. Shout out to Black Truck Convos and my Asia Simone. She's a great host, very great host. She's gorgeous. Oh my god. She's beautiful. All right, cool. Let's move on. Bow.